Hello, and welcome to this week's Monday Motivation. I hope that you're so pumped to start the week. I hope you had an amazingly relaxing weekend because you deserve it. Now we're starting a fresh week full of possibilities, and I'm here to remind you of something that I've needed to be reminded of myself, and that is don't worry. Everything's going to work out. Do you ever have some of those weeks, like those consecutive weeks in a row where it just feels like, you plan on doing something and something unexpected just keeps coming up, right? And so for me, it's been a series of little things, right? Like a kid gets sick, and now actually in the time of recording this, my children are home because we are closed for a hurricane, right? There's just like things that happen outside of your control. And if you're anything like me, I really love my routine. I love kind of sticking to those habits that I know are going to like slowly but surely push me towards my goals and my dreams. But the reality is like sometimes things are going to come up. And instead of getting really frustrated or feeling like you're being thrown off your game, give yourself a little bit of grace and just take a deep breath and just keep going. Like, keep going. My biggest piece of advice for you is when those things come into your life that are unexpected and are sort of going to throw your schedule off or whatever, fight for yourself to get it done. And this is a perfect example because I'm recording this in my closet, hiding from the kids because I promised myself that I would record a certain amount of podcasts today. And I feel like if I had given up today and just laid on the couch with the kids and, canceled all of my calls and all of these things, which were definitely available to me because of extenuating circumstances for the hurricane, I would have ended the day feeling like crap. Instead, like when that alarm went off at 5:30, I did my workout. I did my morning routine. I knocked things off my list, and now I can close the day knowing that I gave it my all. I'm proud of what I did. And I think so often, like especially as women, when these things come up, our initial instinct is to just serve whatever thing is out there. Like we put that above us. If it's our families, if it's our friends, if it's our partners, if it's our parents or our siblings, like for me at least, I'm sure I'm not alone. It's that instinct is to just put ourselves last and to sort of give up on our goals or our little things that we want to do because it's easier that way for everyone else. And what I'm hoping that you think about, because it's something that I think often about and it's something that I still struggle a lot with, like a lot, right? But part of growing through things is talking about it and sharing it and developing new habits that are going to help you cope in these sort of situations. And so sometimes you have to balance out the idea that maybe things aren't going to be perfect. Maybe we're going to balance the day like I did with the kids, where we did some arts and crafts this morning and now they've been in front of the TV because guess what? I don't have childcare today and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And I'm not going to feel guilty about that. And I don't think any of us should feel guilty about, needing to do what's best, not just for the kids or not just for yourself, but finding a balance, right? It doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. So if you're finding yourself in one of these weeks this week, just remember, if you could keep a promise to yourself, and even if it's just one thing, even if you can only manage to accomplish one thing that you wanted to do when your schedule goes a little bit off kilter, I promise you, you're going to build confidence at the end of the day. It's going to be a day and time spent that's going to like add some money to that emotional piggy bank of yours. Build that confidence, get you closer to your goals instead of just giving up and letting life sort of take over and life kind of get in the way, and for all of the other priorities to win. So fight for you, fight for what you need to get done, fight for your priorities. And by the way, this is for your business. This means if you're a founder, because that's who I often talk to, this also means fighting for the time to work on your business instead of in your business. Lordy, lordy. And it doesn't matter if it's a hurricane or whatever may happen, like a basement flooding, whatever it is, right? These things come up, or maybe it's a client has something on fire, or some kind of customer is just talking you in circles, or this sales prospect is just not budging or whatever. Don't stress and spend too much time working on those execution pieces. Still make sure that if you have time to do a goal planning, right? If you have time to do data review, be vigilant and making sure those things actually happen, because they're the easiest things to get knocked off your calendar, because there's no one breathing down your throat for it to get done. These are the things that you need to fight for. So whether it's eating right, getting that exercise in, finishing, those things on the to-do list, whatever it is, fight for the things that you really want every day. It's an everyday thing, guys. And I know you can do it. It just takes a little bit of a mindset shift. So that's it for this week. I hope you have an awesome week. I hope nothing throws you off, but even if it does, or when it does, you will be ready. All right, see you back here next week. And I'm just so proud of you. Keep going.